Hey everybody, how's it going? Extreme Trends here, and welcome to the top 10 most expensive things YouTubers have destroyed in their videos. While some YouTubers are creating simple vlogs and gaming videos, others are taking it to the next level and start destroying the most expensive things you would ever imagine. I'm talking about thousands and thousands of dollars have been lost in of these YouTube videos. So we're going to be taking a look at the most crazy ones and bringing them to you right here. So coming at number 10, we have the Yeezys. For those who don't know, Yeezys are a collaborative clothing line between Adidas and Kanye West, which consists of menwear and footwear, all of which is very expensive compared to normal clothing brands. McCrew Productions decided it would be very fun to do one of his regular shows, Wear or Tear, with the Yeezy shoe. He throws the shoe over 4 days in a bucket of water, and then he and his friend Victor proceeded to destroy the ice cube with a hammer, as well as throwing it around and even cutting it up with a knife and fork. These incredibly expensive Yeezys were pretty much destroyed at the end of the video, so if you're gonna treat yourself to a pair of Yeezys, make sure you don't follow the footsteps of McCrew, else you're gonna end up with an expensive paperweight. In at number 9, we have the Syndicate project with the DJI Inspire 1, which is one of the more expensive camera drones on the market. Most people usually build their way up in the droning world, starting with a smaller and less expensive model, so if they crash it, it's not a big deal. You haven't really lost much money and you've gained a lot of experience. But oh no, that wasn't the case with the Syndicate project. Instead, Syndicate went all out with this one and decided to fly a drone which cost over $3,000, and may I add, he didn't have any experience prior to flying this, which obviously, as you can imagine, it went horribly wrong. While he was in mid-flight, he lost control of the drone, which ended up flying straight into the wall and pretty much destroying it. This was a very expensive move on Syndicate's part, but they seemed like they was having fun, and it was a pretty good YouTube video, so either way, they didn't lose much.
Holy shit! Wow. Wow. We broke some of that.
And number 8, we have Mr. Gear. Sound familiar? Well, you should do, because he was the guy that introduced the world to the 1000 degree knife challenge. He has destroyed many things on his channel, including a Rubik's Cube, Coke bottles, and even a bowl of liquid nitrogen, but none could compare to his most expensive item, the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. As you would expect, he heats up his trusty blade and hacks down that expensive mobile phone with the knife. However, the heat from the blade surprisingly doesn't do that much damage on the outside, but definitely does quite a lot of damage to the internal components and screen visuals. Regardless, this video ended up getting millions and millions of views, so he didn't lose that much after all. At the number 7 spot, we have Full Mag, who is known for doing some pretty insane things, most of which involves destroying other items. The one we're going to be focusing on today is the iPhone 6 Plus. In this video, he wanted to see what the iPhone 6 Plus could survive, and while a lot of people jumped on this trend of throwing it under cars or into pools, just a bunch of crazy things, Full Mag took it a step further. He decided to drop the iPhone into liquid nitrogen, and as you would expect, it instantly didn't function. Even though the iPhone was pretty destroyed with the liquid nitrogen, the video was not over. He then proceeds to grab a sledgehammer and completely obliterates the iPhone, making it shatter into a million pieces, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty satisfying, especially the slow motion. Taking the number 6 spot, here we have the tech durability test channel, Gizmo Slip. Similar to Full Mag, they pride themselves on pushing technology to the limits, but the reason they edge ahead of Full Mag on this list is because rather than testing one iPhone, they decided to blow $30,000 worth of Android phones using laser cutting tape. As you can see in the video, it's quite an explosion towards parts flying absolutely everywhere, and every single phone was either obliterated or turned into a char-grilled mess. I should be pointing pointed out though that all of the phones were broken before they blew them up, so they were going to be thrown away anyway. So hey, why not have some fun and blow them up in a video?
But Matt, we're ready to go?
Good to go. I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. We are clear to fire.
All right, here we go. Fire the hole in 3, 2, 1.
Number 5 is a bit of an odd video. Well, it's a bit of an odd channel in general, but How to Basic, as the name implies, do how-to style videos. However, they are often random and obscure, rarely holding any actual relation to the things they are supposed to be explaining. During the Pokemon Go craze when the servers were down, they decided they were going to use a YouTube influence to help players out and explain how to fix the issues themselves. This led to him throwing several dozen eggs, crockery, and even furniture at several computers labeled Pokemon Go servers and throwing everything out of the window, completely destroying them. Next up we have Tech Smart with another 1000-degree knife challenge video. This guy definitely likes to go big on his videos, so instead of doing what Mr. Gear did and using one Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, he managed to find himself 100 iPhone 7s for this video. Thinking it would be fun to try out, he takes them all out of their boxes and use a glue gun to attach them all together. He then heats up a knife hoping to go straight through them all, but unlike us, he clearly didn't watch Mr. Gear's video, as nothing really happens, leaving him with a stack of 100 working iPhones all glued together, costing approximately $70,000. I mean, that is just crazy.
And we're gonna do this. Here we go. It's doing nothing. It's doing nothing to the glass. Anything? Anything.
And number 3, we have something that a lot of people would probably never see in their lifetime. A solid 24 karat gold bar worth approximately $40,000. This gold bar was placed in the hands of the YouTuber named Crusher, a channel that specializes in using a hydraulic press to, you guessed it, crush things. So as you would expect, he puts it under the press and crushes the gold bar multiple times. Of all the things you could do with a 24 karat gold bar worth $40,000, he decided to crush it. Luckily though, it doesn't lose any of its value. Even though it looks like a mangled up piece of gum, it's still worth the $40,000. So he didn't lose anything and made an entertaining video in the process.
Yep, and it's stuck to the press head once again. Just take a look. Wow. We can just keep crushing it and it will just keep going to a new form each time.
While phones are things everyone has and a gold bar is something most people will never get, coming in at number 2 is something most people wish they could have: a nice working Mercedes. Most people in the hands of a Mercedes would enjoy driving one down the road, showing it off to their friends, but give it to a gun-happy Russian and something very different happens. Not only has he got his hands on a Mercedes, but he also happens to have a CMMG mutant machine gun and a hell of a lot of explosives attached to it. I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together to know what happens next. As you guessed it, very expensive explosions.
Okay, so one more thing. Let's kill the bins.
And finally, coming in at number 1, taking the number 1 spot is TechRatch. Another channel known for destroying technologies decided to destroy a brand new PS4 and Xbox One along with games and accessories. Although it's not one of the most expensive things on this list, the way they destroyed them is expensive in itself. As well as strange, what they did is they decided to fill an outdoor pool with 1,000 pounds of dry ice and then drop the items into the pool, absolutely destroying them. Although it was a shame to see them destroy these expensive electronics, it was pretty cool to see the dry ice rise over the surface of the pool and the items disappear into the cloudy void. Just take a look at this.
This is going to be pretty awesome. First goes the Halo and the Xbox One in the pool. Let's keep going. So
Should I unpack all the cords?
let's do it, everything.
Well, thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy or found it interesting, then why not go check out my latest video by clicking the video on screen now. But as always, be sure to like this video if you did enjoy. Let's see if we can reach 5,000 likes, as well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for your daily dose of extreme trends. See you in the next video.